everybody, I'm back again with another vlog, and today I'm just gonna walk the street and go around the neighborhood around Queens. I'm in Jackson Heights, but I'm walking through Broadway. Then when I make it to Elmhurst, I'm gonna make a turn through Grand Avenue, and I'm gonna try to cross Maspeth and then 69th Street back to Jackson Heights, so join me. So one funny thing, I've been through Jackson Heights many times, which I showed you guys, and I went from 74th Street to the other side, and this is in the other side of Jackson Heights, but it looks so different over here. It's only like a few blocks from Roosevelt. You can see the difference around here. Like, it turns pretty residential, quiet, you know. And it's like a different vibe, but I tell you, the neighborhood is big and it's pretty diverse. Over 170 languages is spoken in this neighborhood, so I think it's something pretty interesting, you know. That's the beauty about exploring it. And so far, I'm loving the street. And then one thing I didn't realize, that not too far from Jackson Heights, it's the Elmhurst Hospital right here in my left hand. This huge building that you see is a hospital, which I remember during April. It was one of the hospitals that got affected really bad when the pandemic hit over here. Like, you would see like a massive lines of people waiting here to get checked, and a lot of, you know, sad things happened here. Even some nurses, they were showing videos of what was going on in this hospital. Yeah, this is the hospital right here, Elmhurst Hospital Center. So it's like a mixture of feelings, me walking around here. I mean, sad because of what happened a couple of months ago in April, but at the same time, a little bit more relief because I can see things little by little. It's getting better here. You got like a playground. But yeah, you know, you just gotta adapt to changes in life and go on with your life. And then here, little by little, I'm entering the borderline of Elmhurst. It's crazy that it's only like a few blocks away from Jackson Heights. And then I walk around here, and here they got like another Chinatown. So you can see the difference over here, people. Yeah, I love this intersection here. They got a car wash, a couple of businesses around here, apartments. So like, I remember I walked this street during the nighttime, but now it's like a different vibe when you see it in the daytime. So yeah, let me capture some footage. I'm loving the area, and it's pretty crazy how you get off a subway stop, then you walk like a few blocks down, and you can see how different the neighborhood transformed. Right now I'm gonna cross the street, and you're gonna see like a little plaza over here in a minute to my side. So yeah, it's pretty active over here, you know, a different vibe from Manhattan. You can see people down there playing, going on with their lives. And this is Broadway, the heart of Broadway. And then they got like a lot of Chinese businesses over there, like a lot of restaurants. And I think one of the malls, like the Queens Center Mall, is not too far from here, but let's see. So this section over here is really cool. Like, you can see the businesses, and then the apartments in the back, subway train right there. Then they got like brand new condos over there. People playing sports. So yeah, this is really cool over here. I'm not gonna keep going that way, but let me just shortcut over here because I see some pretty interesting things. Like right in front of me, you can see this supermarket over here, Chinese supermarket. And like this new condo, and they got like some businesses over here. Let me just check it out. Yeah, the little mission's gonna be for me to cross the street. Yeah, so this is the market in front of me. You see like that condo, and then they got like a market here. People doing their thing, you know. It's actually like a local bar, you know. And then you got the fruits over here. It reminds me a little bit of Flushing, Queens, but this is Elmhurst. Yeah, so I'm walking around here. I spotted some really cool restaurants, and some of them have like outdoor dining. So yeah, looks like it's pretty interesting to try. And then I like this street over here, like Broadway. But I like how you see all the businesses over here. Yeah, I know around here they have a food court, like a Hong Kong food court, something like that. You got businesses over here too. And I can smell the food too, it smells pretty good. It's really interesting, there's so much going on here, only a few blocks away from Jackson Heights. I can see the difference. And one thing I noticed about Queens, you see the street right here with apartments. One thing I noticed about Queens and also Brooklyn and a lot of neighborhoods in New York City is that it's easy to connect from one neighborhood to another one. And then, you know, like if you live around for a long time and you study what you're trying to do, you know, you can study the streets and see where you can shortcut. So that's pretty interesting. And then over here, this is something pretty interesting I want to show you. You can see like this church. I guess it's all like community church. Like it feels like you're in a small town, but then you got this tall buildings over here, like apartments. Pretty interesting how you have the contrast of architecture next to each other. So this side over here is where the street makes a turn and it starts turning into Grand Avenue. You can see the difference over here, how it changes. More residential. And the ethnicity starts to change a little bit. It's starting to get a little dark early, but I'm just gonna keep walking forward. I'll try, you know, like I said, I'm probably gonna try to do destination that I said in the beginning, but if not, you know, I think I show a lot, but let's keep on going. By the way, as I'm walking, you can see the craziness over there, the crowded. And then this building over here is pretty interesting because you see the old buildings, but then you see like the brand new development over there mixed together. So the architecture is pretty cool. Then over this part is a little bit more residential and quiet, but I like how the street looks like. I'll give you a 360. There you see an airplane flying because the airport is not far from here, LaGuardia. And then you got a hill over here. I like the old architecture of the buildings. And they have bike lanes too, so when the summer comes, or not even when the summer, when the weather gets at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit warm, then maybe I'll bring my bike and do more bike vlogs around the bows. Over there I see the Long Island Railroad passing in front of me, so it means I'm going to be crossing the bridge. And as I'm walking around here, I like the architecture of this apartments next to me. I don't know, this looks pretty cool, the way how they designed the buildings. Over there you got more apartments. Yeah. And like I said in a lot of my videos, I'm a huge fan of architecture. I'm walking around this area, pretty much the borderline of Elmhurst with Maspeth. And it kind of reminds me of the Bronx a little bit when I was walking to Portchester. Like the way how I go out the hills and it's deserted like this, like not too much going on. Like the buildings. Well, this is the heart of Queens, New York. Talking about it, I gotta say I'm really blessed to live close to the New York City or live inside the New York City metro area because there's so much to explore. You know, a guy like me that loves the city, I love where the action is, I love exploring, I love doing a lot of things. So I feel like I'm in the best place to be right now, like in heaven, because I can walk around, I can discover any neighborhoods, and I love walking. So the city is perfect for me. You know, I don't take taxis that much, I don't take Ubers, I just take the subway and then I just walk around. With this pandemic, you know, take your vitamins so you can boost up your immune system and so you can have energy. But yeah, so far I'm really loving this, you know, even though we're in the heart of a pandemic, but I'm still doing what I gotta do to stay safe. And now I'm entering another section in Queens and not too far from the area, from Jackson Heights, which is Maspeth. I've never been around Maspeth. The thing about Maspeth is that they don't have like a subway line. But if you're willing to walk a little bit, then you could do it. So I'm walking around, then ahead of me, like I say, it's Grand Avenue, and then that's where they got like all the business and stuff in the Maspeth area. So really excited to see it for the first time and show you guys. And then pretty much here a different vibe, you know, pretty quiet, I guess, because of the pandemic, but you can see ahead of me. So that's 72nd Street, so I'm gonna walk the main street. Then when I get to 69th Street, I'm gonna make my right and walk all the way back from where I came from Jackson Heights. Well, let's see what's around this business district. So it looks like Maspeth got hit really bad with the pandemic. Oh, that's because it's a Sunday, but you can see how quiet it is over here. And like a lot of businesses, they're closed. I don't know if they're closed for good or just taking it a break. But comparing to Elmhurst, You can see there's not much going on over here. Like Elmhurst is really packed. A lot of people over here. Not too much going on. And let me show you. You can see how they have the lights decorated. And then a few stores over here. There you can see the business district. So like I say, maybe because it's a Sunday, but I guess when the weather's better and a regular day, maybe there's more activity going on over here. But I know Maspeth is pretty much a residential area. Like they have a lot of houses and stuff, so, and a lot of parks. So maybe someday I'll come back and explore the section. Still the same scenery, but as I'm walking around here, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Brooklyn. Like some neighborhoods in Brooklyn.
You nearly want to walk.
So no, actually Brooklyn is not too far from Maspeth. Like there's like a borderline. But yeah. And you see the businesses over here. And look how beautiful the sky is. Right? Yeah, but honestly, honestly not too much going on over here. See a pizza shop. I guess they got like a lot of Italian restaurants around here. There's a pizzeria there with an outdoor dining. That's nice. And I see like a dollar store ahead of me. Actually, I think this is where I need to turn, 69th Street. Let me go check the Google map. So this street, you can hear the airplane. So this street is actually 69th Street. And this is gonna take me all the way back to Woodside, to Jackson Heights, you know, Roosevelt. You see, nothing special, just a residential area. Like I say, a lot of pizzerias around this neighborhood. I saw one over that way. I saw a couple of pizzerias and maybe they're good. So I'm just gonna walk all the way back to where I came from. If I see something pretty cool, then I'll show you guys. But meanwhile, I'm just gonna walk all the way back. So as you can see here, nothing special. Pretty much like, you know, like a regular neighborhood in Queens, residential. See all the beautiful houses out here. They got this one's too, apartments. It's a peaceful area too, you know. And also pretty diverse, you know. All types of people, all types of nationality over here. I like this apartment, so this house is over here, like look. I guess it's like a duplex house, like two, you know, one and one. And the way how they design, you know, the arc. Yeah, I think it's really beautiful. And this one's beautiful too, that one in the corner. Good architecture. Over here too, this house is right behind me. I think they're pretty beautiful too, like the houses, like the architecture, you know. And then this house is over here, kind of reminds me of my neighborhood in Newark. And now I'm gonna go down the hill. It's funny, like you go in a neighborhood in New York City and like you feel like you're in another world, you know. Like I'm walking around here and it resembles me a little bit. I said that in one of my previous vlogs when I was in another neighborhood. It kind of resembles me a little bit like if I'm in Patterson or Passaic or, I don't know, Essex County in New Jersey or Hudson County. Because it looked pretty much like this, like in the hills and a lot of houses, a lot of apartments, but yeah. I love how beautiful and peaceful this area is. Like, it feels like you're walking in the suburbs. Just look. Look at these houses too, they're beautiful. And then some of these houses have like a business, like this one. I saw like a coffee shop right behind me. This is another coffee shop too with pastries. But yeah. Like I say, it feels like you're in another world, but I know not far from here, it's gonna get a little busy when I get to Roosevelt. You'll see the difference. Over here ahead of me, it starts getting a little bit more busy. You can see it's a little windy too. It's because I'm getting closer to the main area, close to Jackson Heights. I already saw the Long Island Railway pass by. So yeah, I know the 7 train line is right there too, so I'm gonna keep walking forward. Here I'm crossing the highway. So now here I'm passing under the bridge, and under the bridge is the railway that goes to Long Island, and then it goes all the way to Midtown Manhattan. And there's like another highway in front of me. And I think a few blocks down, it'll probably be the end of my destination. Here you can see like some little apartment complex. Let me walk on the sidewalk. That's how they're trying to change the neighborhood over here a little bit. But also goes to highways around here. Let me see, what is the name of the street? Oh, this is Queens Boulevard. So pretty much I did like a circle around Queens Boulevard, because when I was in Elmhurst, I passed Queens Boulevard and now I'm passing it again. And I noticed you could ride your bike along Queens Boulevard. So I think, like I said, when the weather gets probably like 20 degrees warmer, I'll bring the bike and do a bike block around here. And then here you can see how quickly it changes. Like more houses, more densely. I mean, you don't see too many people, but you can tell by the houses how they look, how the area is. So yeah, pretty interesting. So as I'm walking around here, it's funny because this street passes over a major highway. Let me see if I can get a view here of the highway. You can see the highway over there and like the regular neighborhoods around. So the highway, then you end up in a street like this, like quiet, you know, apartments and all that. It's like magic. And I think this is like the borderline of Woodside, because they have a lot of mixture, you know, multi-ethnics over here. They have the Little Manila over here, a lot of Filipino food over here, you know. And so far, look, I like the buildings over here. These apartments are so unique. Yeah, pretty beautiful. And it's strange because I walk around Little Manila many times, but I never knew how the neighborhood looked like. Like I walk around here and it looks pretty beautiful. Like, you know, Roosevelt is pretty busy, but then you walk around here and it's peaceful, you know. Nice apartments, nice buildings. Yeah, it could be a nice neighborhood for me to live. So here I made it to the borderline of Roosevelt and Woodside, Queens, so I walk a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all and peace.